And a pleasant good evening. Welcome inside of the Panther Den as we get set for some non-conference basketball action on this Wednesday night. It's the Andrews Wildcats and the Franklin Panthers doing battle here at the Panther Den. I'm George Young alongside Tony Christie. Glad that you are with us on a Wednesday of hoops, sandwiched between a couple of non-conference affairs. Last night, the Panthers traveled to Canton. Tony, the Lady Panthers, unfortunately, lost a tough one. They're undermanned, obviously, and Pizza got on them pretty early and ended up winning by 30-plus. So tonight, I'm sure these ladies are wanting to wash that taste out of their mouths for sure.
Yes, they are. And, you played well without them so far. So now it's time to get back onto that. That was hopefully there was an anomaly that they can come back from that and play and finish out the season how they want to, and so they can get reinforcements back later on during postseason.
Yeah, it's still a lot to play for.
Yes.
That's just the second loss at the conference. So right now you're in second place in the Mountain 7 Conference. And, of course, the Mountain 7 Conference tournament is coming up very, very soon in about 2 weeks or so.
Yes.
The Panthers and the Wildcats have made it to their respective benches, and we'll head down and check in with our public address announcer.
That's from Andrews. At this time, will you please rise, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Now, let's meet the starters. First for Andrews, number 10, Kylie Donaldson. Number 12, Kinley Queen. Number 22, Gracelyn Worley. Number 24, Shantae Rattler. And number 31, Alexis Beasley. And now for your Panthers, the point guard, a sophomore, number 12, Callie Queen. Starting another guard, a junior, number 20, McCall Sanders. Starting at small forward, a senior, number 21, Maddie Gilbert. Starting at power forward, a junior, number 24, Avery Moffitt. And your center, a senior, number 33, Ross McCollum.
All right, think it eats. That's the starting lineups for both teams. They didn't turn the lights out. I guess that got canceled when this game got canceled back a couple of weeks ago because of snow. They didn't have the fanfare that we normally have for the starting lineups. And I don't think the memo got out that there was a game tonight because there's not many people here in the stands.
I know last night on the radio I heard they said the next game is the Smoky game.
Well,
or North or something like that.
Yeah, I will refrain from commenting. McCollum jumps center into the hands of Callie Queen. affectionately known as Kaylee to some folks. She has it.
And Andrew starts off in a 2-3 zone.
Up top, it's Gilbert. Back over to Callie Queen for three. It is off the mark as it bounced around. You know, these rims we have joked about, and I was talking to Coach Flemons during the JV boys game, and he kind of chuckled as some were caroming off the rim, and he talked about how those home rims, the soft rims,
yes,
are home field advantage. And I'm like, Coach, it's different on each end. It doesn't. I don't think it's an advantage to either. It just depends on which side of the court you're on here.
Oh yeah, it's better than most because sometimes you can play on a court when it's 10 feet on one and 9 3/4 on the other.
Well, we will talk about the regulation here. Alexis Beasley got the line. The first shot is up and good. The foul was whistled on Avery Moffitt. That's her first and the team's first. And we talked about it a lot. This is a very, very old gymnasium, and
yes,
it is 84.5 feet.
Yep,
and that's the length of the court.
Yeah, that's the minimum it could possibly be.
Can't be any less than that. Of course, 94 feet is regulation college and most high schools. So almost 10 feet of difference.
Yes.
In this court and the regulation court. They allow it in high school, obviously, because of situations like you have here where the folks that make the decisions don't want to invest in the future and build new facilities or upgrade the facilities to bring it up to regulation. We'll talk about ADA compatibility. That's just
not even.
So that one is out of bounds.
This game is actually going to be, as you can tell, people watching and listening. You can't really hear people. It's because they're not here. Okay, there aren't a lot of people on either side.
Yeah,
and I feel like I'm yelling.
This takes us back to COVID year,
yes,
when there was 25 fans. Yeah. Although there's a few more fans in the stands, we can say now.
So for both teams, it's going to have to do with how much you want it. Because you
got to bring your own energy.
Bring your own energy because
definitely.
Yeah.
McCollum underneath, powers to the hole off the glass.
Right. And if they can continue to do that, they'll be just fine.
McCollum gets the bucket and ties this game, and we've got a pass that was knocked away, and it's going to careen out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Andrews, dressed in black tonight with white numerals, trimmed in white and red. The Lady Wildcats come in at 3-16 overall as Beasley tiptoes that baseline and kicks it over. Worley loses it out of bounds. 3-16 overall and 1-6 in the Smoky Mountain Conference. They played last night just like the Lady Panthers. Traveled to Swain and lost 43-33 to the Maroon Devils. Got a traveling violation in the paint by Kinley Queen.
Andrews comes out with a press.
Up court it goes to Moffitt. And Moffitt will get the bucket off the glass.
And that's the way you want to beat a press. Beat a press and attack, trying to get to the ball to the basket for an easy one.
Donaldson into the front court. He'll kick it over now to the hands of Rattler. Lifts the shot, gets the roll. It's a three for Chatia Rattler, the freshman. And on the inbounds pass, we've got a reach-in foul on Kylie Donaldson. That'll be the first whistled on Andrews. Up court quickly gets Gilbert. Off the glass. Addie Gilbert gives the Lady Panthers a 1-point lead.
And that's another one just on the other side. Push it up, and anytime someone's pressing, you want to make them pay.
Donaldson into the front court gets triple-double team. Now she's going to dribble out of it, lose control. And it's out of bounds off of her knee, they'll say. And over to the Lady Panthers. 5:29 left in the first. As Callie Queen brings it up across that timeline. Sophomore dishes over to Gilbert. And a high pass back up top, going to be knocked away, stolen away. Donaldson couldn't get the bucket. It's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lady Wildcats. as Kinley Queen will do the honors underneath her own bucket. Donaldson dribbles right side, now picks it up, gonna lift a pass over to Rattler. Gives it up to Beasley, almost got it slapped away. Donaldson finds it. She lifts a three, no, saved out of bounds. And last touched by Alexis Beasley to go to the Lady Panthers. Glad that you're with us. YouTube, Facebook. George Young, Tony Christie, Clinton Taylor, executive producer. Christine on our center camera. We had a plethora of camera folks Friday night, the way that the schedule lined up. But tonight, it's a makeup game as Ozma McCollum gets the bucket off the glass after she secured that errant ball.
Yes.
Yeah, but tonight, the way that things worked out, Christine is holding down the middle cam. Out of bounds. Carl Sanders knocks it away. It'll stay with Andrews, and Kinley Queen will trigger side court as Americus LaQuire will check in for the Lady Cats. And Coach Tim Wood. Gibson with it, lost control, almost a turnover. Donaldson kicks it into the corner, and it's knocked away, and they'll say last touch by LaQuire. We got a whistle, and looks like a timeout for Andrews. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Here are the Mountain 7 conference standings after last night. Pisgah firmly in control now with Panthers have 3 games left. Most every other team, there's 4 games left in the conference.
Right there, that game last night, it was a tough one because there's a lot of emotion in that Pisgah-Franklin game.
Mm-hmm.
And, with, coming in undermanned, they gave it their best and they tried to do, they were trying to work at getting better. And that's all they had to do is work on getting better, through this little stretch, until the cavalry can come back.
Underneath, knocked away. Body's on the floor. Still a loose ball. What do we got? Out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Franklin.
And right there, Rosalind McCullum, she had it. She was double teamed. She tried to pass it to Avery Moffitt. And on that's, it's good and well sometimes, but it's better. It would have been a better, because the pass was so close, better just to get it on the glass so she can get the rebound.
Gilbert gives it up to Sanders. Bounce pass to Moffitt. She is quadruple teamed, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow is with Franklin. Both teams playing last night. You can kind of tell a little sluggish early on here.
Yes.
Not as crisp on both sides of the ball as I'm sure the coaches would like. Sanders on the dribble, finds Gilbert, 3, in and out. And the rebound picked up by Beasley. McGuire's pass knocked away, collision, it's out of bounds, and last touch by Lady Wildcat. Graceline Worley's checked in, the sophomore for Coach Tim Wood and the Lady Wildcats. Franklin at 12-7 and 7-2 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Callie Queen able to secure the rebound and get the stick back. It's a quick shot. Donaldson gives it up into the front court. Gibson harassed. Queen now on the dribble. Kinley Queen lost control by Callie. She secured it, gave it up. McCall Sanders finds McCollum, counted and one.
Good pass by Sanders right there to drop it down for the layup. Brought it right there and dropped it down for Roz.
Eyes at the back of her head.
Yes.
So you can see her coming.
And Roz did, last game, remember when she was walking down, she did say, I should try to dunk one of these. I was like, I don't know if she can, but she said it. So there you go.
Give it a try at least. All right.
Charlie Siegel in for Roz McCullum.
I told her if she could dunk it, we could have a viral video here.
Yes.
They could help us out. Get us some likes and some shares. Gibson tries to save it. Does into the hands of Callie Queen to the hole, and Queen is bumped by Kinley Queen. That'll be the second on the Andrews Wildcats. And the first on Queen, as Callie Queen will be at the line. And she can't get the roll on the first. She'll get one more. Callie. Has one more at the charity stripe. And it's up and good. Queen coming into the game shooting 73% from the free throw line. Again, some pressure in the backcourt causes a turnover. It's Queen securing it in the backcourt as she crosses into the front court.
And Queen's anticipation on defense is very good. It's I would say it's the best on the team, but Tori, the leading steal person for the Panthers.
Moffitt splits a double team, can't get it to go. Siegel grabs the rebound, she goes up, jump ball, and the possession arrow is with Andrews. Avery Williamson going to check in for Hartbarger. Andrews on a bit of a drought. Panthers defense really has stiffened up. Sanders.
And that was a good deflection by Aubrey Haley to create that steal.
Moffitt can't get it to go.
Haley
grabbed the board. She goes up. No, another offensive rebound. It's Moffitt. Counted and one.
That's a strong move by Moffitt right there because they were literally hanging off of her. You can see right here. She gets that rebound. Sits up there for a second, goes in.
I just realized, Tony, that our crowd mic, which normally we really don't use a lot because it's so loud in here, wasn't turned up. Turned up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It was on the wrong pot. Underneath, it's Moffitt. Slapped away from her, but they'll whistle a foul on Andrews. That'll send Avery Moffitt to the line. Foul whistled on Gracelyn Worley. It's her first, team's fourth. And it's two shots for Moffitt. She comes in to tonight's contest, shooting 40% from the free throw line. Checking in for Andrews, it's Addison D'Artes, another sophomore for Coach Wood. Second shot up, but good for Moffitt. She's going to take a seat as back in. It's Rosalind McCollum. Inbounds pass, issues, and it's going to stay with Andrews as Haley slapped it away. Another turnover. Siegel finds Haley. Can't get it. Rebound, another offensive board. Williamson into the paint. It goes McCollum, and she gets fouled. That'll send Rosalind McCollum to the line for a couple of shots. Fifth foul on Andrews. 44.1 seconds left in the first. Foul whistled on Talkington. Hannah Talkington, Jr., picks up her first as the first shot goes up and in for McCollum.
And in this first quarter, Coach Hartbarger has already played 9 players, 9 of the 10 active.
Well, coming off a game last night, a road trip, I'm sure he had that strategy if he could get an early lead. The rest is starters and get as many bench players in and get a lot of minutes and some playing time.
Yes, because there's a conference game. You know, this is a non-conference game, and there's a conference game on Friday. So, you know, you kind of – is it Friday or tomorrow? Friday. Conference game on Friday. So, you know, you want to make sure they get enough work but get some rest and, you know, make sure everyone comes out of here healthy.
Yeah. Last I checked, it was Friday. But as you know, it changes every minute, it seems like. Underneath, it's Siegel off the glass.
Good pass, good catch, good finish by Siegel.
More pressure in the backcourt as we tick the final seconds. Another turnover. It's Haley intercepting the pass. Gives it up to Sanders. Top of the key, wouldn't go. Haley underneath, fights for the rebound and gets tied up. Jump ball, and the possession arrow was with Andrews. 2.4 seconds left.
Good steal by Williamson.
At the buzzer. Williamson gets the steal. 21-5 after 1 quarter. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
Why pay monthly storage fees? With a low down payment, you could own your own storage building. Let Todd Inslee at AT&T Storage Solutions help you get the storage building you want today. There are no credit checks. You can rent to own, and they offer free delivery. Located in Franklin on Dowdle Mountain Road between the Franklin Walmart and the Roundabout. Give Todd Inslee a call at 828-371-7393.
Welcome back. 8 minutes up on the scoreboard, and we're going to be beginning the second quarter here right directly as the Lady Panthers hold a commanding lead at 21-5 over the Andrews Wildcats. Glad that you're with us. George Young, Tony Christie, Clinton Taylor, executive producer, Christine on our main camera tonight. Glad that you are with us wherever you may be. It's Moffitt underneath on the rebound. I'll say last touch by Lady Wildcat. I believe it was Alexis Beasley that touched it last. Gilbert in the corner, no. Long board. Picked up by Kinley Queen. And the Cats will bring it up. Another turnover and a foul.
Another steal by Callie Queen.
Yeah, she's had a boatload tonight.
Yes.
It's going to be Kinley Queen that picks up, is that her third? Yeah, her third foul. And 6 now on Andrews, just 1 whistled against the Lady Panthers so far in this first half. McCollum 3 off the mark, long board, Maddie Gilbert. Now underneath, it's Moffitt.
Good
Moffitt.
Yeah, I'm about to say good high-low pass by Roz to Moffitt. And they actually weren't even really – oh, yeah, they were. One at the elbow, one at the box. Good high-low. That's textbook right there.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers pressing again.
Andrew's going to break it. May have been one of the discussions in the break between quarters at the Andrews sideline. How to break a press. Got a foul coming up on the Lady Panthers. That's going to send Talkington to the line.
And when you're breaking a press, the the press is actually broken when you can calm down and slow down. And right there, the Andrews, they were still moving like they were getting pressured, getting trapped and everything. They weren't really. And that's what a press does. The press actually speeds you up until when you're in the half court, you're still going fast.
Second shot. Off the mark. Lane violation.
Yeah, I think it hit the lane violation.
Lane violation on Franklin. So one more opportunity at the charity stripe for Hannah Talkington. And she can't get the third opportunity. On the rebound, tie up, possession arrow, going to stay with Andrews. 6:31 left in the second. Boys action to follow. What time we start? About 10 after?
About.
Yeah, it was about 10 after. 10:15 or 10. 6:10. McCollum tiptoed that baseline. I thought she went out of bounds. Foul coming up as Sanders gets fouled and will be at the line. Seventh on Andrews, and that was going against Hannah Talkington. Her shot no good. One more for McCall Sanders. And she gets the second to go. A few more folks have made their way into the gymnasium. Of course,
yes.
When we started, it was really early. People weren't anticipating the varsity action to begin that early. Sure, a few more will trickle into the gymnasium as we approach the 8 o'clock hour.
You can always tell when there's a lot of people in the gym because the popcorn you can smell it. It's like it's so potent because everyone's
They're pumping out that popcorn.
Pumping it out.
Yep.
And, yeah.
I've already had 2 bags. By the way.
Okay.
I don't know if you've gotten any yet.
Oh, no, I haven't. I guess I got here late.
Yeah, all right. You got here at 6 o'clock. That's late.
Oh, that's a foul.
Rebound Queen. It's knocked away from her, and they'll whistle a foul.
That first shot by McCullum was definitely – you have to give the shooter a place to land. And I don't know if we can replay that one, but if we did.
Queen, two chances here. Gets the first. 5:43 left here in the second. Graceland Worley checks back into the game for Coach Tim Wood. Queen can't hit the second. McCollum grabs the rebound. She gets tied up. Possession arrow going to stay with Franklin. Inbound, it goes Moffitt. Powers up. Got the roll. Avery Moffitt adds to the Panther lead, 27-5.
And that should definitely be the go-to right there. Get it down low to Moffitt or McCullum.
It's going to send Alexis Beasley to the line. Only the third foul whistled against Franklin. That one, though, is whistled on Avery Moffitt. She has all 3 fouls. That's her third. That's correct. First shot up and good. First points of the second quarter for Andrews. It was 21-5 after one quarter. Second shot, no. We have another lane violation. Yep. Lane violation against the Lady Panthers.
I'm going to pay attention this time because the last lane violation, I noticed the lane violation actually should have been on the shooter because the shooter crossed before the ball hit the rim. But I'm not seeing where this violation is.
Queen that time.
Yes.
20-point edge for the Lady Panthers. Callie Queen finds McCollum, who then dishes to Moffitt. She gets caught up in traffic underneath and is out of bounds to the Andrews Lady Wildcats at 5:15 left here in the first half. Tie up. Nope, it's going to be a traveling violation on Graceland Worley. Cassidy Parker going to check in for Hartbarger, and we got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. Is it a full? It will be a full timeout. Let's take a break. Stay with us, fans. Back after this. Andrews called timeout. Back to action with 5 minutes left in the second. Panthers by 20. And they've got the basketball dressed in their home whites. Moffitt underneath is going to get tied up.
And you can kind of sense how a game is going to go by how coaches are doing things. Because right now, Avery Moffitt has 3 fouls in the first half, and she's still in the game.
There,
yeah, he didn't even think about taking her out.
Baseline jumper.
Nice move.
Kylie Donaldson got the roll. Queen brings it up. Underneath Moffitt.
Another deep post up by Moffitt.
The turnover. Up court quickly. Callie Queen, no. Gilbert follows. She can't get it to go. And on the rebound, we've got a foul underneath on, is it on Franklin? No, it's going against Andrews. Alexis Beasley will pick up the foul. 1-and-1 opportunity now, as that's the 8th team foul on Andrews. They're discussing who's going to the free throw line here.
I think whoever got the Moffitt. Yes, Moffitt's the one that got the rebound.
She got subbed for, so she's going to come off the bench. 1-on-1 opportunity for Moffitt. Well, Tommy, you weren't the only one. I don't know if you could hear what Tommy just said. I almost forgot about this game.
I did. I tried not to make eye contact because he would have started a full-fledged conversation. It would have been on air, you know.
Uh-oh, another lane violation. This one's on Franklin, and they're going to wave off the shot. It was no good anyway. Jumper for Donaldson, no. Rebound, Beasley, and she gets tied up underneath. Up court quickly. Pulling up the jumper, Parker, no. It's out of bounds and off of a Lady Panther. 30-9 with 3:40 left here, this non-conference affair in the first half. Turn the air conditioning on, which is good. Donaldson three, no. Offensive rebound, Worley, and she'll be at the line. Fourth whistled on Franklin. That one's going against Aubrey Haley. It's just her first. Shot up and off the mark for Worley. She'll get one more. And she gets the second. .315 left. Deep underneath, a turnover. Just checked our comments on Facebook. This is a turnover at midcourt, and it goes back to the Andrews Wildcats. Tyler Buchanan, a big Smoky Mountain fan, and he is tuning in tonight. Runs all the social media outlets. Appreciate you. Said hello, George. Hello, Tyler. Glad that you're with us.
20-point advantage by the Lady Panthers.
It's been a struggle offensively for Andrews, and that's the way it's been the portion of the season, coming in at 3-16. Nice dish underneath. Siegel couldn't secure it as it was knocked away. Williamson is checked back in for Hartbarger as McCollum will take a seat. 2:45 left to the second. Haley's shot like it was partially blocked. Rebound, got a collision, and a foul on Siegel. First on Siegel, that'll be the sixth on Franklin. They've got one more to give with 2:38 left in the second, and Andrews will have it. So we approach 2.5 left here in the second. Gibson lost control of it, and they'll say last touched by a Lady Panther. Inbounds pass knocked around and eventually picked up by the Wildcats. Donaldson just inside the arc, wouldn't go. Off to the races. It's Williamson now going to pull up. Finds Sanders. Dish into the corner. Haley, like she was fouled. Shot wouldn't go. Another offensive rebound, then a steal. Donaldson comes out with it. Gets blocked by Sanders. Michaela Sanders.
Yes. Great block by Michaela Sanders.
Shoves that one back into her face. Boom. And looks like Donaldson okay. She took a tumble there. And it's Donaldson on the dribble, and she's going to get fouled. That'll be 1-on-1 opportunity now for Kylie Donaldson, a junior for Coach Tim Wood and his Lady Cats. 2:01 left in the second, and free throws for the Lady Wildcats. And she gets the first. Does Donaldson, one more at the charity stripe. Coming up, fans, here at the half, we'll have an interview with Coach Doug Clemens of the boys varsity, talking about last night's victory against the Pisgah Bears and tonight's opponent, the Andrews Wildcats. Even preview that game coming up Friday in conference against North Henderson. And if you remember, that North Henderson game, that was the triple overtime thriller.
Yes.
Both teams scored 90. And they'll have a rematch in Hendersonville as that one gets the roll. Back up to 20-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats, or for the Lady Panthers. Right?
Yeah, and that was a good baseline drive by Haley.
Worley spins and shoots, no. Rebound Talking ton, and it wouldn't go. as Andrews comes out with it after a mad scramble. It's going to be Gibson that'll be at the free throw line. Allie Gibson, sophomore. Now, I just looked at the roster for Andrews. They have 2 seniors.
That's
a
it.
ton of sophomores and freshmen.
Yes, and they actually just decided to have one varsity team instead of having some on JV and some on varsity because they, you probably need some. You need, a lot of people that haven't really been in basketball.
Another lane violation. They're going to wave that one off. Lane violation on Andrews.
Yeah, you need like 12 to 15 just because certain things happen. Some people go on vacation, people get hurt, people are sick, and especially, this is the basketball during the flu season. So people get sick all the time and it can cripple a team, from being able to practice to, get better and everything.
Frenetic pace here, a lot of turnovers. Davis at the corner.
Wow.
No. LaQuire goes up, grabs the rebound. She gets fouled. That'll send America's LaQuire to the line for 1-1.
And that was interesting by Haley because she actually got fouled first, and then she decided, I'm just going to push her.
Those 2 shots, they'll say. She was in the act. Haley picks up her second. Both teams now have 9 fouls apiece. First shot up and good. As D'Artez checks back into the game. Another lane violation. I think we've had more lane violations in this quarter than I have seen all season.
Yes. There's certain things that you see in the game that, and you'll keep seeing them too.
Yeah.
Like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Parker for 3. No. Rebound. Williamson. She comes out with it, gets trapped in the corner, throws it away. It's Gibson. Gives it up to Donaldson. Going to back it out now. 27 seconds left. D'Artez into the corner. LaQuire. Cross-court pass over to Donaldson. Down to 17 seconds. Donaldson at the free throw line. Double dribbles. That's a turnover. The shot went in, but before she was able to put that one in the hoop.
10 seconds left.
And a turnover. Donaldson. Off the mark, no. Rebound Parker, tie up. Possession arrow Franklin with 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Haley to get it in. That'll do it. Halftime here at the Panther Den in this non-conference affair. It's a 32-13 advantage for the Lady Panthers here at the half. All right, well, the cheerleaders are going to perform. I did not talk to Lynn Baker. Let's see what type of music they're going to play here.
We can talk through the whole thing if we have to.
Yeah, we may have to do that. I did not get a chance to catch up with Lynn Baker. I think this is their normal.
Okay.
Yeah, this is their normal music. Yeah, this is the good stuff here.
Yes.
A nice copyright-free mix. At least it's copyright-free for YouTube and Facebook. And the key is not play that long enough
for the AI to get it.
That's exactly right, for that algorithm.
Correct.
start talking a little more now. That's a little bit longer than normal.
Yeah, no. I was thinking.
This is I believe, their entire performance that they have not done here throughout the season. Not about half of their normal performance. All right, we'll officially take a break. And we've got Doug Clemens coming up. Say what.
The FHS Athlete of the Month is sponsored by the First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental. First Citizens has been helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 100 years. Corbin Dental is a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin.
I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
My name's Abby Carpenter. I'm a senior at Franklin High School, and I'm a captain of the first official women's wrestling team. We've already accomplished our goals as a team for the season, which was winning a duel. My personal goals for this season is to be a regional champ as well as a state champ. My favorite wrestling move is a double leg takedown. I started wrestling because I wanted to try something new, and I just grew up watching my brothers wrestle, and it seemed like a lot of fun.
So Abby's been just what you want to see out of a leader for the team. First one in the gym, extra work, last one out of the gym when they're rolled up. Really just putting everything she can into this.
My plans for after high school are kind of up in the air right now, but I know I want to major in business and later on become a real estate agent.
Everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
The person who inspires me to be the best version of myself on and off the mat is my coach, Logan Mack. I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone who supported me throughout my wrestling journey, my parents, my siblings, and my coaches.
Hey fans, welcome back. George Young now joined with head coach Doug Clemens of the boys varsity. And coach, last night, you knew heading over to Pisgah it was going to be a raucous atmosphere, packed house, conference game. You guys had beaten Pisgah here, and they had some revenge on their mind. It was a close game, but you guys led pretty much throughout the whole game.
It was a close game. We expected that over at Pisgah. Very, very tough place to play. I would say they rival us as far as a home court advantage. Packed house. The game was close all the way through. We pushed the lead up a few times into double figures, but right there, probably the fourth quarter, it ended up being a 6-8 point game, just back and forth. We're able to do some things down the stretch, made some free throws. Parker Cabe stepped up, made a bunch of free throws down the stretch, and then I felt like our defense was solid all night. We held their team down to 50-some points, which is below their average, and you know, they've got one of the better players in the conference in the Robinson kid, and we were able to, to keep him under his average. So, again, we were happy to get that win and ready to move on.
You had three guys in double figures last night, so that goes a long way to picking up a road win. And, Coach, that was your 23rd consecutive conference victory. You know, that's got to be – I know there's plenty of conference games left. You got the tournament coming up, but that's a heck of an accomplishment.
It is, and it goes back to 2 seasons even. So yeah, they're proud of it. They're aware of it, but you know they're welcoming it and accepting it, using it as motivation. pretty mature team in the way they look at things. So yeah, we're just we're happy with it and ready to add to it.
Well, tonight you host a non-conference game in the Andrews Wildcats. You've won 21 in a row at home, so that streak's also on the line. This game was supposed to happen a couple of weeks ago, pushed it to tonight because of snow. What do you know about the Andrews Wildcats coming into tonight?
Very athletic. As most people around here followed their football team, a lot of their football team play basketball, and they're, again, really physical, quick, strong. Got some size inside. We're going to watch some film today. We have a short turnaround today, but we'll look at them a little bit. But we as you mentioned, we didn't get to play them last year because of snow, and then this year we've had to postpone this game until tonight. But again, home game. Looking forward to it. Hopefully our people will turn out. There's no JV girls game, so the JV boys will start right at 5. So games should run on time, and so we're looking forward to it. They're sitting about middle of the Smoky Mountain Conference. So we've played several of those teams. So we try not to compare scores, but we can compare talent, and know that if they're in the middle of the Smoky Mountain Conference, then they'll be a formidable opponent.
Well, Coach, you hit the road on Friday night to North Henderson in Hendersonville, and you take on a Purple Knights team that you had to go to 3 overtimes here back in December. Conference season gets back into gear on Friday night. You got 3 conference games left, only 1 at home. Briefly talk about North Henderson.
Very very solid team. Talent-wise, probably as good as anybody in the conference. They have several kids that can score, and so we're gonna have to do a better job defensively. The last time we played them, it was we played a lot of zone. Probably played too much zone. They were able to hit some shots from outside and stay close. We've kind of shifted to man-to-man defense now in the second half of the conference, just to give some other teams something to have to think about. So we'll probably stick with that. I think we can, as last night against Pisgah, I think we can force their shooters into some tough shots. They'll probably still make some of them, but our goal is to make them shoot tough shots, and then give them one shot, and then rebound, and hopefully keep them off the boards.
Well, as always, Coach, good luck tonight. Good luck on Friday night, and we'll talk to you on senior night, which is less than a week away next Tuesday.
Yep, hard to believe.
Yeah. Season goes fast. All right, fans, stay with us. More to come.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
All right, welcome back, fans. We are underway here in the third quarter. And we've got a backcourt violation to begin things in the third. With Andrews turning it over. Franklin with a commanding 32-13 advantage. Tony, first let's talk about Andrews. Coach Tim Wood, what did he talk to his girls about in that locker room?
First of all, beating the pressure from the Lady Panthers, trying to get the ball up the court. Then on the defensive end, make sure you get good position and to protect the paint, because right now they've been getting beat in the paint, giving it to Moffitt and McCollum.
You see the starters back out on the court for Coach Hartbarger. What did he talk about in the locker room?
Same of the keep on getting it down low, work inside out. You can shoot jump shots, but get a paint touch first. Simple.
Offensive rebound. That one wouldn't go. Queen got to be able to secure it and bring it up court. She gives it up. Sanders gets double teamed. Going to find Haley just inside the arc. And a laser beam gets it to go.
And I don't know, in the past 3 or 4 games, Haley's been, coming out there a little more. She can really shoot the ball. She, she's not afraid to shoot it, and she has a nice stroke.
That one's into the backcourt. Another backcourt violation. Sanders thought about a three. Finds McCollum. Now to Moffitt underneath. Moffitt falls down. Losing her balance in the paint.
Travel.
Preston with it. Her shot wouldn't go. Offensive rebound, Beasley, and she gets caught up, able to get it out beyond the arc to Preston. Davidson driving in, kicking it back out. Donaldson, a high shot, no. Rebound on the floor, and bodies everywhere. Whose ball is it? It's the question. That's going to stay with Andrews. Donaldson shot wouldn't go. Off to the races. It's Queen. Dishes over to Haley. Now it's McCollum for three. That one wouldn't go. Board to Worley. Tonight it's non-conference action. Friday night, North Henderson. Gibson for three. Off the mark. And it's the Lady Panthers that are going to come down with it. You can tell about, you were talking of the defensive adjustments and adjustments overall. It does look like Andrews has made it a priority to try to get position underneath and get some of these rebounds.
Oh, yeah, and that's a just looking at it, the Panthers didn't make, I don't know if they made any threes that first half or didn't make that many jump shots. So, all the points came from in the paint.
McCollum at the line. Foul whistled on Alexis Beasley. That'll be her second and just the first whistled on either team here in the third quarter. McCollum, one more. And can't get the roll. Moffitt there for the offensive rebound. Her shot wouldn't go. And a rebound for Andrews. And an over the back whistled on Franklin's. That on Moffitt? Haven't put it up on the board yet. If it is, that'll be her fourth. Yes, it is. Moffitt going to pick up her fourth. She's going to take a seat as Siegel comes in off the bench to replace Moffitt. Gibson in trouble, able to get it out of there to Donaldson. Donaldson tiptoeing that baseline, partially blocked, able to get the shot up though, and rattle it home. Sanders on the dribble, picks it up, finds McCollum. Rossley. She can't get the roll. Queen comes out with it, gets bumped. Foul on Kylie Donaldson. That'll be the second
timeout
so far here in the second half of action on Andrews. Full timeout. We'll keep it here because one thing we haven't discussed, and we talked about it. Here's the schedule. It's only a few games left, and you just heard the interview if you were with us a few moments ago with Coach Doug Clemens. Hard to believe. You've got 3 conference games left after tonight, and senior night is less than a week away. It's next Tuesday against Smoky Mountain. Friday's game at North Henderson will be on the NFHS network if you've got a paid subscription. I did tune in. I was curious. I found some archived broadcast, and they have a scoreboard that is functional. Nice. It's just the scoreboard in the facility, and they've got a little box in the corner, but hey, it works, and it tells you all you need to know. We'll see if that is the case on Friday night, because I'll be tuning in to see how that one goes. And then, of course, you'll have it right here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network, YouTube Live and Facebook Live, absolutely free on Tuesday night, the 31st, Battle at Cowie Mountain on the senior night, and then they'll head back over to Henderson County next Friday to round out the regular season against the West Henderson Falcons. And things shape up the way that they have throughout the season. That could be for the conference championship.
Yes.
And the boys' side. Just inside the arc, it's Callie Queen.
Good shot by Callie Queen.
37-15. Panthers by 22. Donaldson off balance. No. McCollum grabs the rebound. To the hole. Knocked away. Picked up by McCollum. Then, check that. Haley, then she gets it knocked away. Donaldson with it off the glass and good. Kylie Donaldson with the bucket. Cuts it to a 20-point advantage. It's been about that throughout the night, especially here in the second half. And another steal. Demi Davis to the hole.
Good anticipation by Davis.
Well, just realized, and I think Neats confirmed what I thought was the case. We've got 2 15s on our roster.
Oh.
And I believe Demi Davis is 14. Talkington is 15. Maybe it's reversed. Either way. Has some subs coming in. As it's McCollum to the hole. No. Got her own rebound. And she'll be at the line. Will Ross McCollum.
She got hit kind of hard there.
She did. It's Americus LaQuire that picks up the foul. That's her first. Third whistle to Andrews so far in this second half. And McCollum can't hit the first at the charity stripe. She'll get one more. Sanders for three. Laser beam wouldn't go. Siegel grabbed the rebound, went up, no, got her own rebound again. Takes a tumble. And she'll be at the line. Will Siegel. 2 shots.
I'm just not going to say nothing.
Sometimes it's better.
Physical out there. It's very physical. And in a game like this,
Siegel comes in shooting 42% from the free throw line. She'll get one more after the first was missed. And she can't hit the second. McCollum grabbed the rebound, got position, and able to get the bucket.
the rebound by Ross.
So back to a 20-point advantage for the Lady Panthers. Queen knocked away, picked up Donaldson. She goes up, partially blocked. Foul coming up on the Lady Panthers. I'm going on Siegel. Yeah, it's going to be Siegel's second. Kylie Donaldson at the line, the junior, to attempt 2 shots.
Not too sure, but it looks like the Lady Panthers are down another starter in Maddie Gilbert.
Well, you know, I didn't see her out there.
She's on the end of the bench over there.
Oh, yeah, she is. She looks like has a brace on her ankle. Don't know what happened. It's not good. It's a mash unit.
Yes.
Lady Panthers. My goodness. Out it goes to Haley. 3. Got it.
Like I said, Haley, she can shoot that thing.
Aubrey Haley with a trifecta makes it a 42-21 advantage and a turnover for the Lady Wildcats. Siegel steps in front of the pass. Up court it goes. Haley just inside the arc. Count it.
The rule is don't foul a jump shooter, but definitely don't foul a jump shooter that just made the last shot.
Oh, yeah.
And that foul right there, they actually called it that time, but that's the one. That's the collision that I've been saying has been happening since the first half. And if you don't correct it with a foul, it's going to continue to happen.
2 shots or 1 shot here. And it wouldn't go for Haley. Donaldson brings it up. Bounces a pass to Queen. Caught underneath. It's bailed out with a foul as she got position and went back to throw that one towards the hoop. Foul on McCollum. Just her first. Two shots for Kinley Queen. Still don't know, Billy. Still don't know.
Still don't know.
Second shot off the mark.
Good shot.
Wide open. Sanders able to get the bucket.
Yes, good passing, good shot.
And I believe this is the biggest lead of the night. 24 points. 46-22. Kinley Queen tiptoes the baseline. No, she doesn't. Stepped on the baseline. It'll be a turnover for the Lady Wildcats. Cassidy Parker going to check in for Hartbarger. As we approach the final few seconds of this third quarter. Saw Tori Inslee before the game. She was getting around pretty good on that boot. I mean, she was scooting. But talked to Todd, her dad, and said that she still got a lot of pain. It's still pretty tough to walk on still.
I'm telling you, high ankle sprains are the worst.
Yeah.
That's why when on Sunday when was it Saturday when Mahomes got his, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the adrenaline, you can finish a game. Yeah. But adrenaline, that shot he got probably in the locker room.
that has a lot to do with it. And the amount of things that ankle is going to be subjected to this week. It's therapy, cryotherapy, and all this. I mean, it's
the high ankle sprain is one that is, for athletes, especially when you're in basketball, it takes a while.
Siegel grabs the rebound after the missed free throw. Williamson for three.
Good rebound by
Haley underneath will get fouled after she grabbed the rebound. That'll send Aubrey Haley to the line. That's the 19th foul on Andrews. Just the first on Addison Dartez.
Sophomore makes the first one.
One more for Aubrey Haley. Comes in shooting 33% from the free throw line, but only attempted 13 from the charity stripe. 50 seconds left. And we got a foul underneath. Haley going to pick up the foul. That'll be her third and the fourth so far whistled on Franklin. 44.1 seconds left. No shots for the Lady Wildcats. Inbound it goes Dartez. She'll back it out. Cross-court pass. It goes Preston. And her pass is knocked in the air. Got to be secured by Gibson. And she lifts a wild shot and gets it to go. Allie Gibson, the sophomore, adds a deuce for the Lady Cats. 48-24, three. Williamson, no. Rebound, Haley. No, kick it out, kick it up top.
A good try.
Pass knocked away eventually. Preston going to come out with it. Rebound secured by Queen, and she'll get the bucket at the buzzer. 48-26 after three quarters here at the Panther Den. We'll take a break. Stay with us. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is just about ready to begin. George Young, Tony Christie, Clinton Taylor. Thanks to you for tuning in tonight. Boys action coming up at the conclusion of this one, about 10 minutes or so. We'll get to the boys varsity. What is it, 20 after 7? So I'd wager to gander about 7:45 or so, maybe earlier. We'll get some boys action here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network, YouTube, and Facebook. Deep three, it's Williams, or Queen rather, and it wouldn't go. And underneath, Moffitt grabbed the rebound. She got fouled. So some shots coming up for Avery Moffitt. She was in the act, they'll say. 2 shots. The junior can't hit the first. One more for Avery Moffitt. And misses the second. Beasley will grab the rebound. Gibson, corner, off the mark. Hit a board picked up by Kinley Queen. Andrews controls it, and there's a foul in the corner going against Sanders. Just the 5th, so no shots here. First on Michaela Sanders. D'Artez on the inbound, swings it over into the corner. Gibson had it briefly. Queen up and good. Check that. Leah Preston with the corner 3.
And that gives Andrews a chance to set up some pressure. Good pass.
Moffitt off the glass. Queen with the assist. 6:44 and a ticking clock, fourth quarter. Reach-in foul on Andrews. Probably on Beasley. Yeah, Alexis Beasley, the freshman, will pick up the foul. That's going to be her 4th. And 10th team foul, so 2 shots for Moffitt. First one's good. She'll get one more. Graceland Worley into the game for Tim Wood and the Lady Cats. Andrews. Second shot up and good. Moffitt able to hit both. Builds onto that Panther lead at 52-29. D'Artez harassed by Queen. Cross court. Picked up Gibson. She swings it back around. Catch and shoot off the mark. And it's a tie-up. Possession arrow going to stay with Andrews. Inbound it goes Queen, and we've got a whistle and a foul. It looks like
Moffitt's fouled out.
Yep. She is going to have to take a seat. Siegel going to check in for Moffitt. First shot up and good. I'm looking at the roster and I'm looking at the bench over there for the Lady Panthers. Andrea Terrell, injured, in street clothes. Of course, Tori Inslee. She's in street clothes.
Bree Carver.
Maddie Gilbert still has a uniform on, but she ain't coming back in. She has some type of an injury. And Bree Carver, she's in street clothes with an injured pinky.
Yes. I tell you what, and
Let's
late
start
in
bringing
the
more
season,
up off of JV. I mean, they don't have many people left over there.
Some of them, and because that's what I was talking about before about having enough to practice.
Yeah.
Like they don't even really have enough to practice. And that's where it gets, it gets hairy. But in this time of the year, your practices are, they're shortened a little bit, but you
may have 2 a week. Maybe.
Yeah, you still need to, get better and figure some things out and work through some things that you, as a team, because at the end of the year, that's what it's about. Being, teams, that are gelling, coming together, the chemistry's good and everything.
Preston for 3. That's a deep 3 by Leah Preston.
Yes. And before the game, I saw her shooting, and I thought, okay, she's probably one of the better.
She's one of the seniors.
Yes.
One of 2 seniors, her and Kinley Queen, the only seniors on the roster for Coach Tim Wood. Their young roster for Andrews. 20-point advantage with the Panthers at 54-34. 5:40 left. Partially blocked. There to follow with the offensive board and the stick back. It's Ross McCollum. They extend that Panther lead to 22. Preston, another deep 3. That one go. That's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Andrews. More folks have made their way into the gymnasium. It's starting to fill up. Won't be like that crowd that was here on Friday night against Tuscola.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest crowds of the year. McCollum gets fouled. And that'll send Rosalind McCollum with a charity strike. She's going to make sure she still has all of her teeth, and maybe even if she wears contacts, she's got her contacts in. She got hit.
Yes, she got hit
pretty hard on the side of her face. And the first shot, no. One more. Nope. Rebound, Siegel. Pass to McCollum through her hands. Preston picks it up. Andrews on the attack. Donaldson over to Preston. Now into the hands of D'Artez. Her pass knocked away and was saved out of bounds somehow by Queen. Into the hands of D'Artez. 4.5 left in the fourth. Queen harassed by McCollum, and she's just going to fire it off of McCollum's leg. Andrews resets. Donaldson backs it out. Sanders into the front court. It's McCollum. Now Queen tries to bank a 3. Bank not open this late. Rebound D'Artez. He brings it up. Under 4 minutes left. Another 3 in and out for Leah Preston, and on the rebound, it's a jump ball possession arrow is over to the Lady Panthers. Aubrey Haley back into the game for Hartbarger. Rattler checks in for Coach Tim Wood and the Lady Cats. McCollum into the front court, gives it up to Haley. Shot from the baseline, no. Rebound, Siegel had it briefly, but coming out with it, it's Rattler. She's a freshman. Cross court, it goes Donaldson 3, no. Rebound, Siegel. And Sanders going to slow it down and bring it up. Dangerous pass almost stolen. Baseline, it's Haley. Got it.
2-point basket.
Just inside that 3-point line. 58-34.
Telling you, nice stroke there. She's, and all of them have been on that side.
And a steal. Double dribble, they'll whistle now on Sanders. Wholesale substitution now for Andrews. Williamson into the game for Hardbarger. .246 left in the fourth. Preston, underneath it goes. Spinning and shooting. Beasley, no, and Haley comes out with a rebound. 2:27 left. Up court it goes. Into the hands of Parker. Draining some clock. Approaching 2 minutes left. It's a turnover. Rattler hits the deck. Foul coming up on the Lady Panthers. Is it Siegel? It should be. Yeah, Charlie Siegel will pick up the foul. 7th on Franklin, so bonus time for both teams the rest of the way. 3rd on Siegel. That one didn't make it to the rim. Rattler will have one more. And she gets the second, does Rattler. Pressure in the backcourt, got to get it across, and a timeout or 10 seconds. It was a timeout. 30-second timeout for Hardbarger. And again, no, looks like it's going to be a full timeout. No, still, it is going to be a full timeout. All right, we'll take a break. Stay with us, fans. Hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. We are back to action out of the timeout. Panthers have it. Haley, baseline, no. Rebound, Siegel, up and good. 90 seconds remain in this one, and it's a commanding 60-35 advantage for the Lady Panthers, seeking their 13th victory. Alexis Beasley off the glass. Non-conference ball game tonight, delayed from a couple of weeks ago when we had the brief snow. Free throws coming up for Cassidy Parker. That one's whistled on 15, either Talkington or Davis. We have 2:15. And the first shot is up and good for Cassidy Parker. She'll get one more. from that free throw line. 70 seconds remain. Boys action coming up at about 10 minutes or so at the conclusion of this one. We'll get some starting lineups introduced, and we'll have all the action, the boys varsity. Panthers now 17-2, the varsity boys side. 5 points away from undefeated season so far.
Yes.
And a foul coming up on Siegel. That'll be her fourth.
And, you know, with that team last year's team, you know, you look, yeah, they were real good. They were very good. They had very good players. They, you know, the big three with Miles McClure, Trey Penland, and Griffin Green. And, you know, it was just a different team. They were, you know, very good, different team. This team is a different team because every night you never know who's going to be doing what. Because, like last night, Parker Cabe, he sealed the deal, you know, at the free throw line. You know, making a lot of free throws, and he had 19 points for the Panthers. And that first half, Cal Drake was on fire. I believe he had 18 in that first half. So, you know, it's a little different team, but the same results. They keep on winning and figuring out ways to win.
Siegel off the glass. 30 seconds left. Gracie Skeens brings it up. She has checked into the game as Coach Tim Wood has emptied his bench. Stiles with the shot, and it wouldn't go. Maddie Stiles, a freshman. Round of 15. Just dribble it out. It's Sanders on the 5. Yeah, looks like that's what's going to happen. It's a final here at the Panther Den, 64-38. Lady Panthers pick up a non-conference victory over the Andrews Wildcats. Now 13-7 are the Lady Panthers. And the Andrews Lady Wildcats fall to 3-17 overall. And Franklin now sets their sights on a road trip to Hendersonville on Friday night to take on the Purple Knights of North Henderson. And that game will start approximately around 6:30 or so. And it can be viewed if you have paid the price for the NFHS network. You can search for North Henderson, and if they turn it on, you'll be able to view it on whatever platform you desire if you've got a paid subscription. All right, boys varsity. A lot of red, a lot of black in the gymnasium. They are both out on the floor, and they're going to be warming up. And we're going to take a break, and we're going to hear again from Coach Doug Clemens, and we'll get you set for the tip-off coming up. Stay with us.
Why pay monthly storage fees? With a low down payment, you could own your own storage building. Let Todd Inslee at AT&T Storage Solutions help you get the storage building you want today. There are no credit checks. You can rent to own, and they offer free delivery. Located in Franklin on Dowdle Mountain Road between the Franklin Walmart and the Roundabout. Give Todd Inslee a call at 828-371-7393.
Hey fans, welcome back. George Young now joined with head coach Doug Clemens of the boys varsity. And coach, last night, you knew heading over to Pisgah it was going to be a raucous atmosphere, packed house, conference game. You guys had beaten Pisgah here, and they had some revenge on their mind. It was a close game, but you guys led pretty much throughout the whole game.
It was a close game. We expected that over at Pisgah. Very, very tough place to play. I would say they rival us as far as a home court advantage. packed house. The game was close all the way through. We pushed the lead up a few times into double figures, but right there, probably the fourth quarter, it ended up being a 6-8 point game, just back and forth. We're able to do some things down the stretch, made some free throws. Parker Cabe stepped up, made a bunch of free throws down the stretch, and then I felt like our defense was solid all night. We held their team down to 50-some points, which is below their average, and you know, they've got one of the better players in the conference in the Robinson kid, and we were able to to keep him under his average. So again, we were happy to get that win and ready to move on.
You had 3 guys in double figures last night, so that goes a long way to picking up a road win. And, Coach, that was your 23rd consecutive conference victory. You know, that's got to be – I know there's plenty of conference games left. You got the tournament coming up, but that's a heck of an accomplishment.
It is, and it goes back to – actually goes back 2 seasons even. So, yeah, they're proud of it. They're aware of it, but, you know, they're welcoming it and accepting it, using it as motivation. Pretty mature team in the way they look at things. So yeah, we're just we're happy with it and ready to add to it.
Well, tonight you host a non-conference game in the Andrews Wildcats. You've won 21 in a row at home, so that streak's also on the line. This game was supposed to happen a couple of weeks ago, pushed it to tonight because of snow. What do you know about the Andrews Wildcats coming into tonight?
Very athletic. As most people around here followed their football team, a lot of their football team play basketball, and they're, again, really physical, quick, strong. Got some size inside. We're going to watch some film today. We have a short turnaround today, but we'll look at them a little bit. But we as you mentioned, we didn't get to play them last year. Because of snow, and then this year we've had to postpone this game until tonight. But again, home game. Looking forward to it. Hopefully our people will turn out. You know, there's no JV girls game, so the JV boys will start right at 5. So games should run on time, and so we're looking forward to it. They're sitting about middle of the Smoky Mountain Conference. So we've played several of those teams. So we try not to compare scores, but we can compare talent and know that if they're in the middle of the Smoky Mountain Conference, then they'll be a formidable opponent.
Well, Coach, you hit the road on Friday night to North Henderson in Hendersonville, and you take on a Purple Knights team that you had to go to 3 overtimes here back in December. Conference season gets back into gear. On Friday night, you got 3 conference games left, only 1 at home. Briefly talk about North Henderson.
Very very solid team. Talent-wise, probably as good as anybody in the conference. They have several kids that can score, and so we're gonna have to do a better job defensively. The last time we played them, it was. We played a lot of zone, probably played too much zone. They were able to hit some shots from outside and stay close. We've kind of shifted to man-to-man defense now in the second half of the conference, just to give some other teams something to have to think about. So we'll probably stick with that. I think we can, as last night against Pisgah, I think we can force their shooters into some tough shots. They'll probably still make some of them, but our goal is to make them shoot tough shots, and then give them one shot, and then rebound, and hopefully keep them off the boards.
Well, as always, Coach, good luck tonight. Good luck on Friday night, and we'll talk to you on senior night, which is less than a week away next Tuesday.
Yep, hard to believe.
Yeah. Season goes fast. All right, fans, stay with us. More to come. Welcome back, fans. Getting you set for the boys varsity. Both teams warming up. Both teams dressed in black and red. Panthers are on the right side of your screen.
And
Andrews Wildcats on the left side.
Yes, and I think that we're about to turn the lights off.
Yeah, they brought the spotlight out. They didn't do that for the girls, but evidently the spotlight guy is here. Whether or not that word gets down to the public address announcer and everything, we'll find out here in a moment. The Panthers come in, as we mentioned, in the girls' action at 17-2 after a 65-58 victory over the Pisgah Black Bears in Canton last night. Hard-fought victory. Had 3 guys in double figures. You mentioned Drake and Cabe, also McClure finished in double figures. Now perfect 9-0 in the Mountain 7 Conference. The Andrews Wildcats come in at 12-7 overall, but just 1-5 in the Smoky Mountain Conference. And last night they suffered a defeat at the hands of the Swain County Maroon Devils. And we're going to have the starting lineups. We'll head down and check in with our public address announcer, Mark Sutton.
11, Cam Rattler. Number 12, Donovan Bateman. Number 15, Austin Martin. Number 20, Drew Martin. And number 22, Graham Birch. Panthers go lights out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, Panther fans. Get on your feet for tonight's starting lineup. He's a senior, number 2, Keller Lamb. He's a sophomore, number 3, Max McClure. He's a senior, number 22, Parker Cave. He's a senior, number 23, Josh Zollner. He's a senior in the center, number 32, Cal Drake.
Last year's starting lineups for both squads. As I mentioned, the Andrews Wildcats, just like the Panthers, were on the road last night. They traveled to Bryson City to take on the Swain County and ended up losing 51-46. And now we're on the road again tonight. Like Willie Nelson's song, on the road again. Panthers really at the end of the season have adopted that mantra as well, because
yes,
the next 2 are on the road. And really the last 3 out of 5 are on the road. It's going to be Cal Drake that will jump center, as he has all season long. Jumps against Donovan Bateman, and it is the Panthers that hold the opening possession. After Drake wins that opening tip, Zollner thought about a 3, going to give it up. It's Keller Lamb. Back to McClure. This is to Drake, back out. It's Lamb in and out with the 3. And the rebound off the Andrews Wildcats, as they are dressed in black tonight with red uniform, red trim with red numerals.
And both teams have come out man-to-man.
Birch with it. Give it up.
I wish I could do it like Bill Raftery, but really can't. Good block by Keller Lamb.
Austin Martin had it swatted back in his face. McClure open jumper. It wouldn't go. Cade with a rebound. He goes up and can't get the roll. Got his own rebound again. And 1. Parker Cade will be at the line.
Good hustle by Parker to stay with it, and just put it up and get it in. I think that was the least contact in that whole possession that he got right there.
Saw a few highlights from last night's game, and the aggressiveness it looked like late in that ball game by Cade, getting rebounds and going aggressively to the hole, really was a turning point for the Panthers. Had a double-digit lead in that game last night for a good portion of the third quarter into the fourth quarter. Then it got tight.
Right.
And it became a free throw battle and really just a battle of attrition underneath and being able to get some good shots. That one wouldn't go from outside the arc by Cameron Rattler.
Talking to Coach Clemens today, they're a very good shooting team, and that's what he was talking about. That they know that they are, and that's a plus.
When you're confident, you can kind of take the guesswork out of it and just go out and play.
Go out and play. Yep.
Don't think, just play. A lot of coaches tell you that. Think about
because when you start thinking, fast mind, slow feet.
Yep. Rattler spins.
Good defense by Cal Drake.
Drake got a hand in there. Nifty dribbling by Zollner.
Nice move by Joshua Zollner. Take it right down the pipe and score.
Panthers up 5-0. Just underway here. Glad that you're with us, YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. I'm George Young along with Tony Christie, Clinton Taylor, executive producer, and Christine running our center cam tonight. Slapped away in the paint as Bateman couldn't control it. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Andrews Wildcats.
Nope. And I tell you what, the Panthers, so far their man-to-man defense has been pretty good, especially on the ball. Everyone, has kept them in front.
Bateman thought about a three, drove in, gives it up, and one for Drew Martin. Cal Drake going to pick up his first foul, the first whistled on Franklin.
And on the out-of-bounds play, I believe it looked like they were in some type of zone right there. That's why he got so free to get that one.
Drake with a rebound on the missed free throw by Martin. Lamb brings it up. Gives it up. It's McClure at center jump circle. 5:19 left. Cade
nice
aggressively
move.
Can't get it to go.
Nice take by Parker. Just couldn't finish it.
Martin on the dribble. Throws it away into the hands of Keller Lamb. Finds Drake, now over to Zollner. 4:50 to go. Running shot for Zollner, no. And Andrews comes out with it. Bateman swings it over. And Drew Martin up top. Got to feed Rattler, spinning and shooting, got the bucket. Cameron Rattler, the junior, 6'4".
Nice post move by Rattler.
Able to spin and get position. McClure. Now up top it goes for Lamb. Now McClure on the dribble. Open. Zollner three. Back of the iron. Rebound Rattler.
Good extra pass by the Panthers on that last possession.
Zollner able to save it out of bounds. Into the hands now of Cameron Bateman, who backs it out. Donovan Bateman, rather. Matt Manley, head coach, calling out the offense. You may be able to hear him from across the court.
Good steal by Max McClure.
Martin has it picked. McClure has it, gives it up. It's Zollner for three. Josh Zollner gets the trifecta, and we've got an official's timeout. It's like something maybe bleeding. Injury for Austin Martin. He's going to come off. He was holding his forehead. Some subs in. Keegan Ellis across the timeline for Andrews, guarded by Josh Zollner. Swinging into the corner. Rattler holds it high. Now got to feed Weaver off the glass. No. And off to the races. Cabe couldn't get it to go. Crashes into the padding behind the goal. He's okay.
Yes, I'm not sure if they watched any of the girls' game, but it was very physical during the girls' game. It's the same official, so.
Ellis for three, nothing. It's an air ball. Cabe cuts to the hole, grabs the pass from Zollner. We'll check that from Lamb and gets the bucket. 2:21 left in the first. Tyler West with it. He's checked in, gives it up into the corner. Weaver had it briefly, now high up top. It's Keegan Ellis. Weaver got a dish underneath, bumping and grinded. It's West. He gives it up, and he'll get the roll. Will Radler. Hamlin Radler, the junior. A couple of buckets here so far for the Wildcats of the first quarter. 10-6, 4-point advantage for the Panthers. $1:44 left. Zollner going to just dribble and drain some clock.
Set up play.
Max McClure inside the arc. McClure with the J to make it a 6-point lead at 12-6. Panthers have doubled up the Wildcats early on in this one. Weaver, the bounce pass over to Clark. Now Ellis has it. On the dribble, Ellis knocked away. McClure doesn't have the numbers, backs it out. Open, it's Lamb for three. That one wouldn't go. And a tie-up. Jump ball, possession arrow with the Wildcats. Cole Anderson going to check in for Coach Matt Manley. And the Wildcats taking a seat. It's Cameron Radler. As we are under 60 seconds left in the first. Ty Clark lifts the pass up high, swinging around into the right wing. It goes Ellis, and he gets it knocked away. Zollner finds Drake. Open, Max McClure. That one wouldn't go. Clark dishes. Goes back to Clark in the corner. Three, got it. Ty Clark, the sophomore, nails the trifecta. It's 12-6. Panthers with 12 seconds left. First quarter. Drake got to feed Lamb. Back to Drake, three. May do it for this first quarter. 12-9. Panther advantage after 8 minutes here at the Panther Den. As we take a break, stay with us.
Why pay monthly storage fees? With a low down payment, you could own your own storage building. Let Todd Inslee at AT&T Storage Solutions help you get the storage building you want today. There are no credit checks. You can rent to own, and they offer free delivery. Located in Franklin on Dowdle Mountain Road between the Franklin Walmart and the Roundabout. Give Todd Inslee a call at 828-371-7393.
Welcome back. The second quarter now underway here at the Panther Den. It's McClure up top, gives it up to Zollner. Zollner has it knocked away. Zollner swats that one away as Anderson went out to attempt a three.
Yeah, some good hustle by Zollner because he was He was actually trailing the play.
Andrews get it in. They do. Issues as West couldn't control the pass, and Tyler West will turn it over for the Wildcats. Drake, baseline.
The rebound by traveling.
Was Ty Hanley who secured the rebound. Then they'll say that he traveled with it as he was heading out of bounds. Ellis gives it up into the corner. It's Weaver. Now Clark thought about driving in. Ty Clark. Step back. No. Rebound. Zollner.
Great defense by Keller Lamb on that one right there to contest the shot.
Max McClure finds Zollner. Now out to Lamb. A three off the mark. Up court, it's Anderson going to back it out. Over to Ellis. Now it's Clark feeding underneath. Knocked away. Drake got his hands in there.
Yeah, good steal by Cal Drake.
McClure. Now into the corner, it's Hanley. Approaching 6 minutes left. First half. Zollner directing traffic. Oh, almost a turnover up top.
Gotta make sure you catch that with two hands.
McClure for three. No. Rebound, Drake. Finds McClure in the paint. Gets position and gets the bucket off the glass.
And right now, Cal Drake doesn't. I think he's only had one shot attempt or two shot attempts, but he's been very active on the boards and tipping balls and trying to do things on the defensive end.
Ellis with it. Kicks it over to West. Weaver off balance. Isaac Weaver with a bucket. Cut it to a 3-point lead for the Panthers.
Nice take by Weaver.
Approaching 5 minutes left here in the opening half. Zollner gives it up. Drake spinning.
Nice move.
And he got fouled. Ball knocked away. Just the third foul whistle in this first half. First on Tyler West and the second on Andrews.
And like you've heard me say many times, if you can usually tell how the game's going to be going with the foul calls by how the girls' game is called. And that girls' game was, that was very physical. First one up and good by Cal Drake.
Drake comes into tonight shooting 76% from the free throw line. He'll get one more. And he hits them both. Under 5 minutes left of the second. 16-11, a 5-point lead for Coach Doug Clemens and the Panthers. The homestanding Panthers in this non-conference affair. It's Ty Clark giving it up. Open. Weaver, no. On the rebound, we've got a foul going against Andrews.
Braylon Zarn got in there and get that rebound.
Cole Anderson picks up the foul. That's his first, third on Andrews. 4:40 left in the first half of action. It's Max McClure directing traffic, calling out the offense, giving it up to Drake. Drake gonna back down, kick it out to McClure. Three, no. Rebound picked up by the Andrews Wildcats. Open three. Air ball, offensive board. Clark's spinning, and he's going to get fouled. And he'll get 2 shots at the free throw line. Cade going to pick up the foul, his first, team second for the Panthers. And he can't hit the first. He'll get one more. Just join us as we're just past the top of the hour of 8 o'clock. Panthers are dressed in their home whites, and Andrews in black uniforms with red trim. A lot of red and black in this facility tonight. Max McClure kicks it into the corner. Desarn dribbles out of there. Cade to the hole. Andrews comes down with it.
Nice
pass. Cole Anderson makes it a 16-14 2-point edge for the Panthers. And we've got a whistle on the floor. One against Andrews. Foul going against Ty Clark. His first. Team's fourth. Cade going to feed Drake. Gets position. Can't get the roll. Cutting to the hole. And one for Donovan Bateman.
Yes, definitely timeout going to happen.
Timeout for Coach Doug Clemens as we are tied at 16. Is it going to be a full timeout?
Full.
Yeah, it will be a full timeout. So we'll take a break. Stay with us. Welcome back. 3:18 left, second quarter. Coach Clemens called a timeout. His first of this first half. And one banks it home. That's Bateman.
And smiles about it, too.
And Andrews has taken a 17-16 lead, their first lead of the night. High pass into Cade. He gets double teamed. Going to feed McClure in the paint. And he gets fouled. Coach Matt Manley for the Andrews Wildcats wanted a traveling violation on McClure. No shots here. This is the 15 foul on Andrews. And it goes to Drake. And he gets bumped.
Going for two.
2 shots for Cal. I want to send our well wishes to Cal Drake's sister, Kanan. Had a little accident yesterday while she was training with her volleyball team, Ryan College. She has been released from the hospital, I did see, and she's doing okay. But we still send our prayers to Kanan. Second shot up and good. 18-17. Under 3 minutes left in the second.
And the Panthers have gone back to a man-to-man.
Martin banks it home. And Andrews, the bank is open late tonight. And back-to-back bank ins. Desarn for 3. Hit the top of the backboard, then one of those bars up there, and they're going to wave it off. Get it back to Andrews. 2:32 left in the second. Weaver into the front court. Working on Cave. He'll give it up. Hans Bateman.
And Andrews is running flex offense. Oldie but goodie.
Martin almost lost control of it. Anderson three, no. Had an open shot. McClure going to back it out. Lamb now to Desarn. And a turnover, and Andrews will give it right back. As Weaver was on the baseline, in line. Desarn spins. Got it.
Nice move by Braylon to avoid getting the shot block. Pivoted around and scored that one.
90 seconds left. First half. Clark on the dribble. Harassed by Lamb. Can't get it to go. Lamb there to grab that rebound.
Great defense, great rebound by Lamb.
Sure was. Drake
Good
feeds.
pass.
Cave off the glass.
And if you've never been on an island like that with a guy putting the ball between his legs, it's hard. Good steal by Parker. And one.
Well, life offensively for the Panthers had kind of gone into a little bit of a lull. Yeah, that's exactly right. The spark defensively causes some offense.
Yes. And back to what, so Keller Lamb, him up top, you're on an island. And he played great defense to do that and then get the rebound. So, it was two on the ball defenders that did a excellent job on their men.
Some subs coming in. Graham Birch for Coach Manley and the Andrews Wildcats. Now, trap for the Panthers. Andrews will break it. At least he got it into the front court.
Good steal by
McClure. Active hands defensively.
Good again.
And a whistle and a timeout with 24.6 seconds left. Coach Manley doesn't want this lead to build anymore, as he had taken the lead earlier here in the second. But all of a sudden, an offensive explosion for the Panthers and a 27-19 advantage. Here's a schedule. Last night, a hard-fought 65-58 victory over the Pisgah Black Bears. Tonight, it's Andrews. Then Friday night, it's the North Henderson Knights, a rematch of a thriller here at the Panther Den, a 3-overtime Panther victory. As you can see back on the 20th of December, 96-92 was the final of that one.
Yes,
you scored 90 points if you're North Henderson and you lose.
Yes, it was an entertaining game. For North actually one of their players that averages, I think he averaged like 6 points, had like 30 that game. So it was a interesting. It was a hot shooting game by both teams. Both teams were hitting. A college coach I spoke to that was watching the game, he said he'd never seen two high school teams shoot like that.
Yeah, it was a really good ball game if you were in the facility. Parker Cave off the glass.
Whoa.
That one's knocked out of bounds.
And that's why you don't take the ball out directly
under the basket.
Under the basket, yes. You cannot throw it long.
Or if you do, it's coming right back at you. Cave gives it up. Lamb drives in, kicks it out. Drake for three. Got it! At the buzzer. Cal Drake sends the Panthers into the locker room with a double-digit lead at the break. 13-point advantage, 32-19. after trailing here briefly in the second. The Panthers able to build on to the lead late. The cheerleaders are coming on to perform here. So, we'll hang with it. All right, they're going to hand out some awards. Is that what I heard?
I have no clue.
I heard Neats, Mark Sutton talking about. I think I figured out what he said over the public address system here. The award-winning cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, halftime here. 32-19. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
The FHS Athlete of the Month is sponsored by the First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental. First Citizens has been helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 100 years. Corbin Dental is a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin.
I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
My name's Abby Carpenter. I'm a senior at Franklin High School, and I'm a captain of the first official women's wrestling team. We've already accomplished our goals as a team for the season, which was winning a duel. My personal goals for this season is to be a regional champ as well as a state champ. My favorite wrestling move is a double leg takedown. I started wrestling because I wanted to try something new, and I just grew up watching my brothers wrestle, and it seemed like a lot of fun.
So Abby's been just what you want to see out of a leader for the team. First one in the gym, extra work, last one out of the gym when they're rolled up. Really just putting everything she can into this.
My plans for after high school are kind of up in the air right now, but I know I want to major in business and later on become a real estate agent. The person who inspires me to be the best version of myself on and off the mat is my coach, Logan Mack. I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone who supported me throughout my wrestling journey, my parents, my siblings, and my coaches.
Why pay monthly storage fees? With a low down payment, you could own your own storage building. Let Todd Inslee at AT&T Storage Solutions help you get the storage building you want today. There are no credit checks. You can rent to own, and they offer free delivery. Located in Franklin on Dowdle Mountain Road between the Franklin Walmart and the Roundabout. Give Todd Inslee a call at 828-371-7393.
Audio Jungle.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook. Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
Hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back as we are at the half here at the boys varsity, but just about ready to tip off the third quarter. 32-19, went to the concession stand and out in the lobby, and lots of folks are talking about, hey, that's the way you're supposed to close a half. And that's what the Panthers did. The final 2 minutes, went on a run and really had spark offensively. That was sparked by the defense.
Yes, and it's the it's kind of like if there are any Clemson football fans, that the middle third that he always talks about, the end of the second quarter and the beginning of the third, that's when you really want to pour it on and try to close it out. So then once you get to the fourth quarter, it's just salting it away.
That's what the Panthers did in the second quarter, final 2 minutes of that second quarter. And we are underway. Andrews will have it to begin the third quarter. As Graham Birch dribbles around, going to kick it over into the corner. Shot wouldn't go. And on the rebound, who was it off? I'm going to say last touch by Parker Cave off of a Panther, so it'll stay with Andrews. Bateman gets it into the corner. It's Rattler. He'll swing it over Austin Martin. Back it goes Rattler. He's going to attempt a deep three. It's an air ball. On the lucky bounce underneath. Shot off the glass and good for Austin Martin. I'll get the scoring going with the Andrews Wildcats here in the second half. 32-21. Max McClure on the dribble. Craig tries to feed a cutting Max McClure, and it's a little too tough, and it's out of bounds. Panthers do pick up full court. Now back off. Rattler brings it up, looks over to his coach. Drew Martin briefly with it, back to Rattler. Rattler spinning. Got his defender in the air, but able to swat it back into the hands of Rattler. Sliding to the floor and almost doing a split. Able to somehow secure it.
Been good defense so far by the Panthers.
Lock in the paint, not allowing any penetration.
Correct.
Rattler gives it up into the hands of Bateman now. He holds it high. Down to 6:10 left.
Now they're back into that flex offense.
And traveling violation on Cameron Rattler.
Great defense by the Panthers that whole possession.
6 minutes left. Third quarter. It's a slow dribble for Max McClure as he brings it up into the front court. Over to Keller Lamb. Back out to McClure. Going to attack. High. Arcing shots. He got it to go.
Good move. Good play call.
34-21. Barely got it up. Beat that 10-second clock, did Birch. Rattler in the paint. They'll kick it back out. Cameron Rattler tries to drive in, kicks it out. Now we've got a whistle and a foul on Franklin. Is that going against Cabe? No, Zollner going to pick it up. 23. First foul whistled on Zollner, and the first foul whistled on Franklin here in the second half. And he goes to Rattler. He's double teamed, fights through it, can't get the bucket. Offensive rebound underneath, and it's stolen away. McClure comes out with it, feeds Lamb to the hole. 2 shots for Keller Lamb.
Good take by Keller to initiate the contact, put it in his offhand, and still try to make the shot.
Donovan Bateman picks up the foul. That'll be his first. Check that, his second, and the first on Andrews. First shot no for Keller Lamb. They'll get one more.
That's only the second free throw for the Panthers today.
Comes in 65%, misses both. Andrews able to secure the board. Issues. Rattler now swings it up near the timeline. And an intercepted pass, Keller Lamb. Now we'll whistle a jump ball. Okay. Jump ball possession arrow with Franklin.
And then there's that.
High, it's Drake. 4:40 left. Cabe to the hole.
Good take by Parker. It looked strange because he did a little shimmy fake there, and then he turned, but it was very effective.
We've got a whistle and a timeout. Here it is.
Catch
Watch
it right
this.
there, the little shimmy right there, and then.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yes, he uses his body.
Got the roll. He wasn't getting the roll. First half. And we'll keep it here as we haven't showed the standings of the Mountain 7 Conference after last night so far in this ball game as the Panthers hold a 1-game advantage on West Henderson. They're 9-0, West at 8-1. You see North Henderson, the team that the Panthers will face on Friday night, at 6-3 and 13-8 overall. .429 left in the third. Glad that you're with us. I'm George Young alongside Tony Christie, Clinton Taylor, our executive producer. Those great replays, and Christine on the center camera tonight. Appreciate you tuning in wherever you may be. I did check, and I don't know if they're still watching. I'm sure they are. Big Panther fans. Mike and Sue are watching us in Florida tonight. They're in the Sunshine State.
It's warmer there.
I'm sure it is. And we appreciate you tuning in, Mike and Sue. I haven't checked in a couple of minutes, and maybe some more folks that have checked in our comment section. It's hard to juggle all the stuff that I've got in front of me, so I apologize if you have commented and want to shout out. We've got a whistle and a foul underneath. Going against the Panthers. That'll send Cameron Rattler to the line. Foul whistled on Drake. That'll be his second, and the second on Franklin. Cameron Rattler shooting 2, the junior. will hit the first. One more at the charity stripe. And he gets the second. Approaching 4 minutes left.
Attic Sutton at the point right now.
McClure, a breather. Cave for three. Nothing but net.
I'm telling you, he started with the shimmy, and then now he's in full Jokic mode. His favorite player.
Martin can't get it. Deep. It's Cade coming out with it. Dishes. Zollner. Rebound picked up by Sutton. Cade can give it to Drake in the paint. Drake gets the roll off the glass.
Good ball movement by the Panthers.
Soft touch.
Yes.
On Drake to get that one off those soft rims.
And I tell you what, yes. It's a big advantage to have both your bigs be able to grab the ball and push and start the break. That's it's an advantage.
30-second timeout called by Coach Matt Manley and the Andrews Wildcats. Here's a schedule. We mentioned it in the first half. Hadn't looked at the standings in the first half. Here's a schedule again. Mentioned on Friday night, it is North Henderson. That game available on the NFHS network. A subscription, though, is required. And then back here on Tuesday for senior night. And the tournament begins on February 10th for the 2nd through 7 seeds. And the number 1 seed gets a first-round bye in the tournament.
Yep.
And then if you win on Friday night, you're not the number 1 seed, of course. You advance to the semifinals, which will be on Tuesday, unless the dates have changed. I don't think they have. That will be Valentine's night. What better way to spend Valentine's than inside of the Tuscola Gymnasium, watching the semifinals of the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament. Turnover, Zollner off the glass. And we still do not know if we are going to be allowed to live stream the tournament, as we have done for 5 consecutive years. They have still not gotten back with us. 3 ball wouldn't go from the corner by Isaac Weaver.
And last night, Attic Sutton, he came in the game during a crucial time and held, he did what he's supposed to do.
Held his own.
Nice. Yes, he did.
Drake couldn't get it to go. Rattler comes out with it. Over to Weaver, now in the paint, spinning and shooting and getting the roll. In the paint, Tyler West. Zollner tries to dish one to Sutton in the corner, and it's knocked away. Ellis got his hands in there. Luke Van Hook going to check in for Keller Lamb. Van Hook finds Drake up top. Now bounce pass, like it hit somebody's shoe. They didn't blow the whistle. Weaver to the hole. Isaac Weaver with a bucket. 43-27.
That last pass was a bad angle.
Zollner off the glass.
Good things happen when you sprint down the court.
Ellis, pocket picked by Zollner. And that's going to send Josh Zollner to the line. 2 shots after the foul by Keegan Ellis. It's his second. And just the second whistled on Andrews.
Joshua Zollner there in that last play. He's playing to where the officials are. The officials are allowing for a lot of contact on, and stuff. And he normally that would have actually been a call to foul, but right there and that's a veteran move by Zollner.
Van Hook gets the rebound off the deflection. Zollner, top of the key, 3, got it. Zollner having a game.
Yes, he is.
40 seconds left in the third, 48-27. Panthers by 21. Rattler, jump shot wouldn't go. Chip out, is out of bounds off of who?
And right now, the leading scorer for the Panthers, Parker Cabe with 17, Joshua Zollner with 12, Cal Drake 9, Max McClure 8. That's it. And Braylon Zarn with 2.
Weaver got it to go just inside the arc. 10 seconds left. 19-point lead for the Panthers. Luke Van Hook, 5 seconds. Cabe at the buzzer. 3/4 in the books. 48-29. Panthers with a commanding lead as we head to break. Stay with us. Fourth quarter just about ready to begin. 8 minutes up on the scoreboard. 48-29. Panthers, after closing the first half, to build a double-digit lead on a run, and really they have continued that here in the third quarter. Drake with a block. Cabe comes out with it. Parker Cabe to the hole. What a move. He's feeling it tonight.
Yes, he is.
West gives it up. And late whistle, let's say it was a kick ball.
Parker Cabe with the Euro step. As I call it for him, the Cowie step. That's what he's
Fade away, wouldn't go. Isaac Weaver misses that shot as Drake comes down with it. Gives it up to Van Hook. 7:12 left in the fourth. 50-29. It's a 21-point advantage. Sutton underneath. Kicks it out. Drake for 3. Up and good. And I know that you have got to put a big old smile on your face because he saw where he was on the floor and stepped back.
Yes.
To make it a 3.
Yes.
Andrews tries to answer, and they do.
You know what? It's a funny thing about it, especially with Cal Drake. You'll hear more of this in our next broadcast because it'll be senior night. Yeah. But, Cal started, he was fifth quarter. He got to sit there and a lot of times, especially when myself and Billy Van Hook were coaching them when they were younger, and he heard all the stuff we used to say, and he learned and learned and learned. And now, it's amazing to see him out there, right there. It's amazing to watch him play and do what he's doing now. The progression has been great.
Oh, it is. It's amazing, and it helps that he grew a little bit.
Yes. We always knew he knew what was going on because but now he's gotten a little more aggressive
but
and
as you
taller.
know, just being tall doesn't make you a great basketball player.
Correct.
Andrews going to ring it out, slow it down. 6:20 left in the fourth. Jalen Powell is checked in. He had it briefly. Gives it up. Now he's got it back up top. 3 off the mark on the rebound. The foul going against Andrews.
Jacob Gibson, fan favorite.
Tyler West picks up the foul. That's his second. And the fourth on Andrews.
Good pass.
Raby cut to the hole. Coach Clemens wanted a foul underneath. Uh-oh. We've gone dark. Got some more issues up top. Now, there's our center shot. We got it back. Underneath. Fight for it. And jump ball, possession arrow is going to be with the Panthers. 5:33 left. Here in the fourth. As Van Hook off of a ball screen, and then it was an illegal screen.
Jacob Gibson, he thought he was on that offensive line. That was
and slide.
But it's it looked worse than it was because he's massive. He's a big kid and moves very well.
First on Gibson, and it's just the third whistled against the Franklin Panthers here this second half. Clark can't get the roll. Offensive board. West, his shot wouldn't go. And the tap out, Van Hook secures it. Gives it up to Desarn. Desarn over to Van Hook. Fade away. Got it. Off balance.
Good take by Luke Van Hook.
Donovan Bateman's shot just right of the stripe. Wouldn't go. Van Hook drives in, kicks it out. Now into the hands of Braylon Desarn. Desarn's shot would not go. Down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Ty Clark backs it out, the Andrews Wildcats. Three. Clark wouldn't go. Tap out secured by the Wildcats underneath. Another point blank layup. No, another offensive rebound. That one goes. Bateman gets the shot to go. Makes it a 55-34 advantage. Gibson grabs the rebound. His shot wouldn't go. That one off the glass and good. Ty Clark able to get that bucket to go. We've got a whistle. And we've got a 30-second timeout called by Coach Doug Clemens.
Substitution timeout.
Franklin, we mentioned, will be heading to North Henderson on Friday night for a big conference showdown. Andrews will be hosting the Cherokee Braves in Smoky Mountain Conference play. They've got a tough stretch coming up.
Yes,
Cherokee, Robbinsville, and Murphy.
Yes. And I tell you what, Robbinsville they've been good this year. They've been very good.
It was Robbinsville and Cherokee last night in Cherokee. In some Smoky Mountain Conference play. 3:27 left in the fourth. 55-36. And one of the two losses that Franklin has received in the season so far. Got a traveling violation whistled against Gibson. It was against Smoky Mountain foe, Smoky Mountain Conference foe. That's Murphy in that tournament, the after Christmas tournament.
Yes, that was a tough one too because the Panthers looked like they were in control.
Well, they were.
And
15-point lead.
Yes.
End up losing by 2. Under 3 minutes left.
Lost a shoe.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Now we are going to have a whistle and a foul on Andrews. And who was it that lost the shoe? It was Caleb Chapman.
Caleb Chapman.
He's going to get his shoe back on. And we'll have free throws coming up for Braxton Deal. Foul whistled on Austin Martin.
He's having trouble putting the shoe on.
A slight issue. He's got a big foot.
There you go. Size 14.
Okay. I wear 13. They're big, though. I mean, I'll hold them up like these are big. And I'll look at other folks' shoes. And I think it's normal, you know. But then you look at other folks, and they're like, well, it's pretty big. It's like boats sometimes, especially the type of shoe. You get the dress shoes. They're heavy.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness is right.
Noah Brandon with the ball.
What size do you wear?
15.
15?
Yes.
Knew it was up there. Chapman lost control as he was headed into the basket. 3 off the mark for Ty Clark.
Good pass. Nice. Another good pass.
Gives it up to Gibson. And it's out of bounds. So we'll say last touch by Gibson. 2:10 left in the fourth. 56-36, 20-point lead for the Panthers. Got some subs coming in for Coach Matt Manley and the Andrews Wildcats. Cole Anderson going to slowly bring it up. Baseline jumper. That's an air ball from the right side. Tyler West. And it's going to stay with Andrews. 1 second, under 2 minutes left. Knocked around and out of bounds again. And 5-second violation. That'll be a turnover. Noah Brandon brings it up. He's going to give it up to Chapman. Now hands off to Raby as he drives in. Caleb Chapman, draining clock. Gibson throws it up. Wouldn't go. Got his own rebound.
Do it again.
And then over the back, going to be whistled on Braxton Deal. That'll be the first on Deal and the fourth whistled on Franklin. So neither team anywhere close to the bonus with a $1:23 left.
And how about to say, to kind of recap the game a little bit, Joshua Zollner and Parker Cave, they really brought it to at the beginning, and Max McClure, with the defense, and Kaylor Lamb with that starting five. They all brought it, in different ways to get it going, so these guys can get in.
Raby's shot from the corner, no. Rebound on the floor, and it was not saved, out of bounds. Gibson dove for it. .57 seconds left as the clock is ticking down on this one. Almost a turnover. It is going to be a turnover. Deal, we'll say he stepped on the end line.
And I just got confirmation the middle school team did win. They'll be playing Hendersonville tomorrow.
Where? Did he say?
No.
Where'd he go?
My little informant just ran by.
Little informant. Well, they're defending a conference championship from last year.
Yes,
we did that game.
season.
Yeah, they had undefeated season. We did that game, I remember, last year, and it was a dominating win in that championship game. 3 off the mark.
Attic Sutton, that's on this varsity team. He was on that team last year.
That's exactly right. A collision is going to send Keegan Ellis to the line.
They play in Hendersonville.
That's what I was just told. Yes. Thank you, Billy. So they play Hendersonville in Henderson.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of like last year, when was it Apple Valley? No, who was that last year? Henderson?
Polk?
Mm-hmm. They played in down here in Franklin.
And
Macon Middle.
Yep. They go back and forth, I've been told, with the West and the East. They have a west side of the conference, Blue Ridge Athletic Conference. To the hole off the glass, Braxton Deal gets into the scoring column. And they trade back and forth. 1 year it's in the West, 1 year to the East. That'll do it. Final score, Franklin 58, Andrews 38. Franklin advances their overall mark to 18-2, and Andrews falls to 12-8. Franklin puts their perfect conference mark on the line. Coming up Friday, 22 home ball games in the books. 22 home wins in consecutive fashion now for Coach Doug Clemens and his boys varsity. 23 in the conference.
I tell you what, that's a
last
feat.
night's victory. Yeah, it is. It really is.
I told talking to some of the guys, I told them, I said, you guys should know that, and then that's what you leave for the next guys, and then that's how legacy is built, and a program is really done where you're leaving something for the next guy to do it even better, and then and these guys right here, they're so unselfish. You can tell by how they play, how they pass the ball, and then on defense and everything, and they're so together that it's easy for that. Like I said, it's easy for them to work hard every day.
All right, the home faithful are filing out with a smile on their face as they will form the victory circle, and we're gonna head on out of here for tonight's non-conference broadcast. We'll be back on the air coming up Tuesday night, less than a week away, the final day of January, as it's the Battle of Cowie Mountain. The Smoky Mountain Mustangs at the Franklin Panthers here at the Den. It's senior night and a big conference game for sure for both teams. For all involved, for Christine, for Clinton, and for Tony, I'm George Young. Till next time, so long, everybody.
Why pay monthly storage fees? With a low down payment, you could own your own storage building. Let Todd Inslee at AT&T Storage Solutions help you get the storage building you want today. There are no credit checks. You can rent to own, and they offer free delivery. Located in Franklin on Dowdle Mountain Road between the Franklin Walmart and the Roundabout. Give Todd Inslee a call at 828-371-7393.